Okay, so after pretty much taking the hat and letting the hat relax back into this state, I kind of want to make it a permanent thing, okay? I kind of want to make it a permanent thing. I don't want the hat to be able to flex and be able to move and be able to do all that. So now what I'm going to use is this liquid shellac, okay? And I am going to put it on the hat, and I'm going to stiffen the hat so that it can stay pretty much in this shape before I do the painting process, okay? So you want to take a hat and, you know, you want to design it and you want to have it in a certain shape, and you want the shape to stay, and shellac will turn it hard. Everybody don't like that type of feeling because they be liking to relax and flex their hats. I personally, for my hats, I love to have them stiff as a board, flush, flat. And then, you know, it's winter time, so I'm going to make this scrawl. And I know I didn't say that word correctly. I can't say ST words, okay? So I'm going to make this more stiffer, more sturdier. So I'm going to put the shellac on before I paint the hat, before. So before I add the painting and stuff to it, and then I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to get inspired to paint this hat. It's going to be inspired by a jacket I got. So I wear the royal blue boots, this hat, that jacket, and I will have a custom thing going. This stuff is very flammable. So if you're a smoker, if you like to work and smoke your cigarettes and do stuff like that, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You would literally set stuff on fire. So be very mindful that shellac is very flammable. When I do like scrawl hats, I don't burn. But when y'all see me doing the burn method with other hats, those hats be completely dry before I set them on fire. Because in a wet stage, shellac is extremely flammable. So we're gonna let this hat dry, and I'm focusing really on the brim a whole lot because I don't want my brim to be soft, and I want my brim to be flush, okay? I want it to be flush. One thing I like about I know y'all be clowning people with Androids. I'm not really into the iPhones. My son purchased me one. I worked on it for like a day or so, and I'm old school. I was like, send it back. I don't like it. And I got me a Samsung Galaxy. But it tells me when my camera is dirty. So you get ready to start filming, it'll tell you wipe your lens. Your camera's dirty. I like that feature. Because you be looking and like, is my camera kind of hazy and dirty? It'll tell you that. So that's one thing I like about the phone that I have. It will tell me that my camera lens is dirty before I start the process of filming. Okay, so I just want to make sure I got all of the pieces pretty much covered. And it is making the hat a little darker, and I'm cool with that. But it's going to make the hat harder and more durable, okay? So we're going to let these hats dry. I'm going to put this one right here. And always lay them flat. I got to get the other hat. So I'll do these two at a time so I can have these two drying before I start painting them. So this one, as you can see how flush it is. So that's kind of how I like my hats. I like my hats to be flat, but it's gonna stay in this shape. So I got a couple jackets that's coming, and I want to design them. So yeah. So I got some cute and fun in my head that I want to do. I don't know yet how it's going to turn out. But in order to know if something's going to look good, you got to You gotta put yourself out there. You definitely gotta put yourself out there. And, you know, with me being a fashion designer, I will raise the bar and go a little bold, a little different, where the average person like, what the hell? Yeah. That's the great part about designing stuff. I love to create stuff and you get that wow effect. And with the shellac, it do get a little darker. So you see like this hat, and this hat is not 100% completely dry. It's still a little damp, but I steamed it with my iron to make the bottom of the brim and stuff. Yeah, so we just doing this to make it. So if you wanted to sew on any additional bands going around, I would say you could do it with the shellac too, but I would say just to make it more better, before you start to sew the additional band on, before you put the shellac on, I would say sew the band on, then do the shellac. So, yes, you can paint, spray paint, change the colors, add some creativity to these hats. You sure can. So I got some paint ready. I just want to show y'all something. And like I said, this is in the wet stage. We're going to let it dry. And I'm going to have to buy a fan. Oh, I got a fan. Oh, okay. I just got to plug it up. I was going to say, I used to have it when I did it in the other place, in the other room. I used to do it where I would do the fan and let it dry faster. I just realized I do have a fan that I used to do my nails with, and I could use that fan. So I was thinking I got to buy a fan. I don't. I have one. And that'll speed up the process. Like if you wanted to speed it up. Okay, so put the top on this. Okay. Shellac does kind of have a loud scent to it. So it's getting cold now, so you might want to open up some windows. So if you see right here, right there, but still look kind of, I mean, I don't really got no shellac right there. You can kind of look at it and kind of see. Okay. Okay, let me get some paint. I want to just see something. But normally I wait until it dries. Okay, so this is fabric paint. What color is it? This look black. Don't this look black? This look black. And I always make sure y'all put some down. Like these sheets right here, I don't care about them no more. So I recycle sheets and stuff. And when I recycle them, my sheets, I use them to paint with. So I'm just adding some little definition in the hat. Kind of let it dry like that, and then I'll come back and finish it, because the jacket is like that brown and black kind of fur. So I'm just kind of, normally this hat will be dry when I do this. So this kit, I think it came from Michaels. Make sure you have some down on your floor, especially you got carpet. So that's why I have this sheet, and then I have this blanket. But sometimes it can go through. So be careful when you, especially doing the splatter method. So I'm just going to let this kind of dry in there, and then I'll come back and add whatever other colors that I want in here. I normally let it dry all the way before I do what I'm doing now. So I'm just kind of just playing around with it, just staining the head a little bit. So when I come back to style it, I have some definition in it. And FYI, if you're just doing it to like the top of the hat, the bottom of the hat won't have anything. So you gotta flip it over and kind of do and wear something you don't care about getting kind of messed up. So do the same. So we're gonna pretty much let that dry, and then once it dry, I will come and do some more definitions to it and deal with it from there. So yeah, I'm just starting to create something, and I just wanted to like put some of the color in it to kind of let it start drying, and then I'll come back and do more. But the head is in the wet stage, so just starting to do something because I want this to go with a black and brown fur. Okay, black and brown. All right, I'll see y'all later. I gotta learn how to work my remote so I don't have to be getting up. Toodles. Okay, so I am starting to paint this hat, right? So I kind of got to give y'all an idea of kind of where my vision is coming from, right? Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna kind of show y'all. Why are you stuck? Now, I kind of just go in my head and I look at something and kind of pretty much try to mimic what I see. So I'm gonna show y'all in a second kind of what I'm doing in the jacket that I'm getting inspired by. So give me 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Let me just show y'all. Okay. This is the jacket that I am inspired by. Okay. So that's what y'all see me working on to match up with this. So and I'm gonna be honest, I work better when I'm by myself than working on camera. I work better by myself. So I really do work better by myself. And I work better when I'm listening to music too. So, but yeah, I just kind of would see like something that I have, and then I would get inspired by it. Yeah, I'll kind of go from there, like. kind of be like that for me. So that's what I'm doing. So I will get inspired and just get busy with it. So that's kind of how it's going. And I do this a lot because, like, me want to paint and, like, do stuff, and I get bored. So when most people get bored, some people might want to go places and go do things. When I get bored, I like to create things. That will be my, here come my buddy. And so I'll kind of start creating stuff for my board. Don't get in my paint. So that's kind of what I do. I like to just get creative and just kind of do stuff. I work better alone, but I just sometimes try to share, you know, what I be doing. So I just kind of wanted to bring y'all a little bit of board and kind of show y'all, like, kind of when I get inspired to do stuff. And no, I'm not like a painter. I don't have like painter experience or nothing like that. I just kind of see shapes and kind of just do my best to mimic them, what I see. But when it's all done and come together, it can be a very beautiful piece of art. And y'all know what else I like to do? Music. Music really, I really like to listen to music when I'm working. That kind of just gives me just, I don't know, just something just great. So this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Just coming along and I'm just kind of sporadic. It's not like I'm, now the flowers is something that is like that I'm, you know, but like with the paint, I'm just kind of being like sporadic because I'm kind of want to match up with this jacket. Yeah. Have you noticed the jacket has a lot of like white, so that's why you see me kind of doing the white and the pink and the, and then we'll go back over it and blend the colors because we just want to have the white kind of doing this thing, budging through. So to be honest, with a lot of my anxiety and depression, I like, when y'all see me, I would transition to all these different things. This is what I like to do. And it gives me like peace, a really nice sense of peace to do, you know, stuff like this. It does. And the head is still damp. Still damp. And if you take the white and go over with a little black, it gives it a grayish. Turn it to like a gray. So, kind of. So I'm going to show y'all. Okay. My hands is kind of dirty, but. So I'm going to show y'all this jacket. Y'all will kind of get an idea. And then I'll finish working on it to my lonesome. But I just wanted to kind of show y'all. See this jacket? This hat? So this is what I'm working on. So I am going to have to get off of here so I can focus, because I can't focus and talk and, you know, kind of do all of this all at once. But like, you know, to get it all together, his head is wet, but you see what I'm saying? To get it to mimic and match up with this, that's what I'm doing. That's what I am doing. So okay, so let me let y'all go. But if you can see, this is kind of how that I'm going. And I don't know if y'all can see in the jacket. The jacket in certain places does have, like you see this flower. And I got another flower right here. This flower. So in certain places, the jacket does have some flowers. So that's what I'm creating. So alrighty guys, let me do my creative flow, and when I get everything completed, I'll bring it back as a combo. And I just enjoy doing this kind of stuff. So I'll see you guys in a later video. Toodles.